The convention was held at the backdrop of the inauguration of Zimbabwe's president, Emmerson Mnangagwa, at the National Sports Stadium in Harare on November 24, 2017. Mnangagwa's inauguration followed a coup disguised as a military operation to restore order and legitimacy in the country. The convention took place at a critical juncture when there is widespread euphoria and uncertainty on the future of Zimbabwe, with citizens underlying that the interim president must spell out a new beginning in the country's political and governance culture. Speaking to the Crisis Report, CIZC chairperson Sally Dura said, "This convention comes at an opportune time and provides citizens a platform to sober up and reflect on minimum demands for comprehensive reforms in governance and economic spheres. Our thinking and analysis of events going forward should not be clouded by the thinking that Zimbabwe is already in the free zone. We still need to impress upon the interim government provided by Section 101 of the Constitution a reform agenda that has been the bedrock of our democratic struggles," added Dura. The convention was organized by 5 civil society coalitions and networks under the banner of People's Will and includes Crisis in Zimbabwe Coalition CIZC, Women's Coalition of Zimbabwe WCOZ, and National Association of Non-Governmental Organizations NANGO, Zimbabwe Congress of Trade Unions ZCTU, and the Zimbabwe Council of Churches ZCC. In 2006, CSOs developed and adopted the People's Charter, a living document that envisions an ideal society aspired by citizens. This convention was therefore premised on the need to give citizens an opportunity to develop a roadmap that allows citizens to drive the transitional process which should ultimately lead to the realization of the envisaged society. All Zimbabweans must have a voice in light of this situation. An inclusive process characterized by principles of broad consultation, constitutionalism, safeguarding of fundamental freedoms and respect for human dignity is important as we determine the country's future, read the invitation circulated by the conveners of the convention. Presenting at the convention, researcher McDonald Luanika said, "This is an opportunity for civil society and citizens to mobilize for change and transformation in Zimbabwe. Our reading of the current context should go beyond the euphoria and civil society should begin to drive the transition in Zimbabwe. Civil society must mobilize, begin conversations that will set the tone for citizens' participation in Zimbabwe's future." The convention unanimously agreed, among other things, to engage with the new government led by President Mnangagwa and present a set of demands that range from comprehensive electoral reforms, the return of the rule of law, respect for the Constitution, immediate economic resuscitation pinned by a return to macroeconomic fundamentals, religious liberties, inclusion and integration of women and persons living with disabilities, and humane economic, social and political life, and media reforms. Post published and featured.